I can't physically believe I'm back on this game right now. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to Black Ops 6. Today we are playing Season 5 here. And I'm actually kind of excited for this because of the maps. So Season 4 for Black Ops 6 came out, a few months ago. And it was just not it for me. I didn't make any videos and I really didn't enjoy it. However, the new maps actually look pretty damn fun to play on. And so that's what we're checking out. I don't know personally if I'm going to buy the Battle Pass or not. Mostly because I don't make money on these videos. So buying like microtransactions like that don't make a lot of sense to me. Part of the only reason I do it is because some of them look cool. Like this Kilo actually looks kind of dope looking, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, we're gonna be playing the new maps, checking them out here in Season 5. Let's get into it. So this is Runway. Okay, neat. I feel sad for being so unenthusiastic about this, because Season 5 actually looked like it was gonna be a relatively decent season. It just sucks that this game just feels soulless. I was talking to a buddy of mine about my problems with Call of Duty. And, how I hate the fucking microtransaction dumb system. I hate all the small stuff like that. And it's like, it's one of those, oh, if you don't have to buy it, which is true. You don't have to, right? The problem doesn't lie in that I don't have to buy it, right? The problem is that I'm a multiplayer guy. I like spending the $70 on the multiplayer every year. And I would do that. I'm fine with that. I've done it for the last, decade. My problem lies in the fact that they just want you to buy it, right? It's not that, you don't have to. It's that you buy the base game, right? And then they're like, hey, yeah, you get all these other things. You get to, buy all the, skins. They want you to buy the battle pass. Why? Like, I understand they have to make their money, right, for free content instead of season passes. I'm fine with that. Right? I'm okay with that. That makes sense. What doesn't make sense to me is the fact that you can spend upwards of $120 a year on the game for their best edition, for the Vault edition, or whatever the fuck it's called, right? And yet, still, you don't get a discount in any major item shop items, which to me is what you should do, right? Like, as I've kind of realized with Call of Duty over the last, year or so, this game's multiplayer is a ton of fun. My problem lies in the fact that, oh, you wanna use that new cool gun skin? You can't earn it, you gotta go buy it. The problem lies in the fact that you legitimately... Hold on. The problem lies in the fact that they want you to buy all the other stuff without any reason to buy the game. For those who play Warzone, yeah, I don't care about the skins for Warzone. I truly don't. It's a free-to-play game. You do what you want with your money, right? I think the problem lies in the fact that as someone who is a premium title player, why can't I earn an in-game currency to earn the skins for free? Maybe then I wouldn't be as, feel as bad as buying things like Black Cell or buying the other stuff. Yes, Black Cell and those battle passes aren't a bad value for what you get, considering the cost of bundles. But if you think about it, if you spend $20, every 3 months on the let's say it's $30 for Black Cell, right? You spend $30 6 times in a season, okay? 6 times a year for 6 seasons. That is $180. If you are a multiplayer guy, and you buy just the base minimum version, you are spending... I gotta do the math in my head again, sorry. You're spending damn near $300 a year on one game to get probably a third of all the extra content you can. Now, obviously you don't have to buy battle passes, right? I could play this for free, earn the 2 new guns, and that's it. But the problem lies in that, man, I haven't played this game in literally months, and I haven't played this game since Season 4 ended, and even then I barely touched it. Why in the world am I being punished for this? Like, with skill base and all the other bullshit, dude. Like, I don't think that it makes sense, personally, for the way it is. I love Call of Duty. I want to see Call of Duty succeed, right? But, you guys have probably noticed if you watched any of my last few videos, I've primarily been playing games like Battlefield. Because, personally, I'm able to enjoy those. I can relax and play them and really have a ton of fun on it. And not feel like I have to sweat my ass off every single time. If that makes sense, right? Because it's like, man, as cool as Black Ops 7 will be, and honestly, I am relatively excited for the game's multiplayer. I think it'll be a fun experience, especially for zombies and the multiplayer. The campaign's probably gonna suck. Let's just be real here. I can't help want to bring myself to buy it again. I can go back and play a lot of the older multiplayer-based CODs, like from COD World War II and before, or even BO4 and before. You buy the season pass, you get a bunch of content, you can earn 90% of everything for free. The problem lies in that I'm a multiplayer guy. I don't like Warzone. I truly don't enjoy the Warzone experience. I fell out of love with BRs back during, right, honestly, Caldera time frame. So after, you know, Verdansk 84 with Warzone and stuff like that, like I just didn't enjoy BRs anymore. And I don't enjoy Rebirth either that much because personally I don't like, if I'm going to play a Battle Royale, I don't want to be able to respawn. I could do the buybacks or the gulag or kind of like the tokens that Apex does and now Fortnite does, and I'm assuming Firestorm will do for Battlefield 6. I just can't bring myself to want to play a BR that A, isn't really who is the best, it's who can bot lobby it the most. Secondly, I also don't want to play a BR that legitimately cannot ever be balanced or have no bugs. I just think it's stupid. Personally, they need to switch Warzone to be its own thing away from multiplayer so that the games can actually flourish and be developed. Because if we're all being honest here, if you're a Warzone player, you eat good every single year. You get a brand new map, bunch of new guns, you know, some new limited time modes. You're eating good every year because you don't have to pay for it. However, for the rest of us who enjoy the multiplayer experience of Call of Duty, you don't. You legitimately have to spend money upwards of $300 a year, or even just $70, to get any of that content. Yes, you could say, well, for your $70 you're getting, you know, campaign, zombies. Okay, let's split it into 3 factors there. You're getting campaign for, you know, let's say back when the games were 60, campaign was 20, zombies was 20, and multiplayer was 20, right? Well, now they're 70. So now you can say it's $23. Okay, well, you now get the higher bundles. It's just one of those that's super unfortunate nowadays with how honestly shallow and low Activision has gone. And I feel like with with Battlefield 6, they're going to have some competition, and they're going to actually have to try to make you want to spend your money on the game with Modern Warfare 4, because we all know Black Ops 7 is not going to have it. Plus, I also think a lot of people are over the goofy skins. It's kind of been a big thing. Even a lot of big creators like Hunter TV are over the goofy ass skins. Like, I don't even really care about the goofy skins in a BR setting. I care about it in this game. That hair fall on my eye. No, it's still in there. Ugh. But I feel like it's just unfortunate that, you know, like, as cool as this season's going to be, and as fun as I'm sure this season will be, I just can't bring myself to excite myself for it. The Reckoning looks fucking cool, though. I'm not going to lie. Reckoning seems to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to experience that and play that with my brother a little bit. And just see, you know, if it's a fun, exciting zombies map to try out. I don't know. It's hard for me to get excited about the game anymore for me personally. You know, hopefully Black Ops 7 can be different because the game actually looks to be fun. I loved futuristic Call of Duties. And so hopefully Black Ops 7 can bring me back for a little bit, man. Because personally, I want both games to do well. I want Call of Duty to do well. I always have, always will. Because I don't want this game to die. You know what I mean? Like, I think more games like this should exist. It's just unfortunate that, you know, it just sucks we get low effort year after year. I love how they brought back WMD and they called it World Motor Dynasty. That is such a cringe-ass name. They should have just left it as WMD. Just saying. I get why they changed it, but still. Sorry that turned into a fucking rant, by the way. I don't know why. I just wish that, you know, like, I'm tired of feeling like, you know, nothing I do matters in terms of Call of Duty anymore. Like, ultimately it doesn't, right? It's just like, man, like, this game could have been so much better than it actually was, right? Like, Cold War was such a good game. Had great, you know, post-launch support. Black Ops 4 was the same way. 3 was the same way. Fuck, Vanguard and Modern Warfare 3 were the same way. And this game just didn't deliver while costing us even more money every single season with more $30 bundles than I honestly could even remember, like, can count for in any of the other games. With $30 battle passes, which we knew Black Cell was coming back for Modern Warfare 2 and 3. We already knew that. But at least in that game, the skins were kind of neat and fit the art style. This game is just pretty fucking ridiculous. I will say one thing Black Ops 6 has done really well, and I will give it to them. The classic prestige system was an absolute win. It was what kept me going for legitimately the first 6 months of the game being out. Like, not even gonna lie, it kept me coming back and playing the game. But now that I'm, you know, the level that I am, I just kind of quit caring after, I would say, Season 3. And that's not even because, you know, we have the big Battlefield news coming out, you know, in a game that I'm even more excited for than Call of Duty. It's in the fact that the game just doesn't seem to appreciate you as a player for playing the game. You know what I mean? It's like, man, like, Season 5, this is a good season. They brought back the AUG, which is cool, you know, pretty neat gun to have back. I love seeing the AUG back in the game. I love the fact that, you know, they brought some Sims back from Cold War. That was a really fun character to use there. You know, they're wrapping up the campaign story in a very not great way, but at least they're wrapping it up better than Modern Warfare 3 did. And it's just one of those where I just feel like BO7 is, I feel, the game they really wanted to make, and BO6 was a game they had to make, if that makes sense. Because I don't know, man. And I think another big reason why I feel BO6 just kind of fell flat for me, especially in last season, I don't know if anybody has noticed this. Every DLC map has taken place on Avalon. We then got Verdansk back, which, you know, Verdansk was pretty fun, right? I enjoyed Verdansk when it first came out, you know, but none of it connected to Black Ops 6. You know what I mean? Like, none of it mattered. We were supposed to get this grand story in Avalon that's supposed to lead into Black Ops 7, keep in mind. And then we get what we got here. It's just unfortunate. You're not very good at the game, dude. I think, personally, I'm gonna keep this video brief here, okay? Season 5 of Black Ops 6 actually is pretty good content-wise. I think it's actually a really neat season. I love the idea of, you know, bringing back campaign characters, which is cool. It sucks, especially because it means no one can ever fucking die in this franchise. But the content on offer with the ABR, the new, you know, you have the new, fucking LMG, the new AR. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. But Epic's changed. What is the point of me playing this season? Like, okay, I'm gonna be real here, okay? I'm gonna make my face cam real big here. Okay, what is the point in me playing the game? Truthfully, I want, like, in the comments, like, I want people to truly, like, tell me what is the purpose of playing Call of Duty in its current state? What is the point, right? Because none of this is gonna matter in a month and a half when Black Ops 7 comes out, right? In November, none of this is gonna matter. Which you could say that every year about Call of Duty, right? But when BO7 comes out, I'm not gonna look back at this game really well. Like, I loved this game when it first came out, from the maps, the modes, it felt good. Now it just, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like, look at the store here, right? Look at this. A $20 bundle, $20 bundle, $30 bundle. Oh, what do we have here? $30, $28, 20, 30, 30 basically, 20, 20, 30, 30, 20, 30, 20, basically 20, basically 30, 20, 20, and then so forth. And then you have all these options. Like, look, I don't care that there's an item shop in the game, but if as soon as I load your game and you instantly want me to buy these bundles or have some dumbass event that makes no sense, I'm out. I don't care. I don't care. That's the title of the video. Season 5 is here, and I don't care.